Let's do car news of the week in 5 minutes. Ready, set, go. We'll start off with Cadillac with the CT5-V Blackwing and the CT4-V Blackwing. So Cadillac has been rearranging their lineup recently. The CTS is gone, replaced by the CT5. The ATS is gone, replaced by the CT4. And then both of those got V versions. We have the CT5V with a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 making 360 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. And then the smaller CT4V had a 2.7 making 320 horsepower. Both of those were significant power decreases over the outgoing CTS-V and ATS-V. And everybody was like, what? These aren't Vs. What is going on here? The previous generation CTS-V was able to go up against cars like a BMW M5, E63 AMG, Audi RS7, and now this new CT5V is like down 300 horsepower? What in the world? So before we get to the conclusion of that, we'll go on another tangent with the Blackwing. The Blackwing was a brand new engine developed for Cadillac, a 4.2-liter twin-turbo V8 that made 550 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. We're like, this is awesome, new tech, brand new engine for Cadillac. It's going to be in all these high-performance V-Series cars. Well, ended up going in one car, the CT6-V, which is a very limited edition. And then when they killed that off, they killed off the engine. And that engine's not going in the CT5-V Blackwing. Instead, this is where it gets really confusing, Blackwing is now going to become a trim level. So there will be a CT5-V Blackwing that doesn't have the Blackwing engine. Instead, it would most likely have an updated LT4. So the supercharged V8 from the C7Z06 and previous generation CTS-V, 650 horsepower. Other big news is it'll get either the 10-speed automatic transmission, that's an update, or possibly a manual transmission, which is a big deal because I'm pretty sure nobody else in this segment makes a performance sedan with a manual transmission anymore. The CT4V will also get a Blackwing version, more power, but probably just a turbocharged V6. It probably won't get the supercharged V8. I'm excited for this because now Blackwing is going to be the trim level of the Cadillac sedans that's going to go up against things like AMG, BMW M, or like an Audi RS7. Moving on to the Mazda 6. So they're working on upscaling, moving up market with their vehicles. And to do that, brand new platform for the Mazda 6 sedan. It's going to be a rear-wheel drive platform with a longitudinal inline 6 engine. That's a big deal because that type of drivetrain layout is more similar to a BMW 3 Series than it is to like a Honda Accord. This inline 6 will be a completely new engine. It'll probably get a diesel version and a 48-volt mild hybrid version, a plug-in hybrid version too. I'm excited about this because Mazda, as well, competing in the segment of normal kind of cars, I've always felt they provide a little bit more in terms of driving excitement, a little more dynamic. And it makes sense because their slogan used to be Zoom Zoom. They make things like the Miata, and I think their new slogan now is Driving Matters. Other good news involving Mazda too, they are giving healthcare workers in the US free oil changes and like car cleaning too across their dealership network. And you don't even have to have a Mazda to do that. You can just bring in other makes and models. They'll cover some of them. It's part of what they're calling the Essential Car Care Program. They're investing $5 million into it. And it's really nice to see that Mazda is supporting healthcare workers during this time of crisis. We'll move on to the 2021 Toyota Supra. It's getting a updated B58 BMW-derived inline 6, making more horsepower now. It's up to 382 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque, which does come at a slight fuel economy rating loss of 2 mpg city, 1 mpg highway, which I don't care. I'll take the more power. If you really care about that, you can go down to the 255 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder Supra. Also, some other changes. The base 6.5-inch screen is discontinued. All Supras for the 2021 year will get that 8.8-inch touchscreen. There's also this A91 edition where they're limited to 1,000 cars with some special colors, some graphics, and other trim changes. So that's the 2021 Supra. In other news regarding around the world, I mean, most automakers have shut down all manufacturing. Their plants are all closed. Suppliers are taking a hit, and auto sales have pretty much come to almost a stop and have become extremely limited right now. That leads on to a personal update. The auto sales ban in Michigan from the shelter-in-place order has been lifted. They are allowed to conduct auto sales remotely now, taking the proper precautions. So that is affecting me in terms of I am looking at my schedule and some logistics and making some evaluations on when I'm going to make a trip back to Michigan to take delivery of my new car remote, get it all cleaned off, make sure everything is safe, be careful with it, and then eventually that will lead to me selling the RS7, getting a new car, so that update will be coming soon, and that's 5 minutes.